Hello, sweet friends. Welcome to Carol's Craft Cottage. For today's video, I'm going to share with you the flower die from Scrapdiva Design, and it is called Fantasy Flower. And we're going to just do an impromptu little tutorial and crafting with me type of session for this video. Now, with this die set, you get 3 plates. Each plate has 4 flowers. There are 3 sizes. Plus you can do 2 centers as well if you want to use these for centers. Or you can use other things like beads and these foam type of balls. So I will have an affiliate link for this die in the description box below. The affiliate link doesn't cost you anything extra, but when you use it, it does help me and my channel, and I appreciate it so very much. You can also use Carol 10 at checkout for 10% off your order. So I know I have been missing for a few days. This has been a stinky month, October. First with Emma getting the flu, and then we had some tragedy on my daughter-in-law's side of the family, and I went to get my flu shot and my RSV shot because I was surprised I didn't get the flu, because there were days that Emma was sick and she put her head on my chest, and I would stroke her head and, you know, clean her nose, all that kind of stuff. And I was shocked I didn't get the flu. I was really shocked. But I usually get my flu shot every year. And I'm usually due about October 25th. So I went to get my flu shot last Thursday. And I also wanted the RSV. So I got both of those. And oh my gosh, I should have never done that, because they wiped me out. I'm on, what's today, Monday? I am still exhausted. I'm just tired. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. I will never get 2 shots of something again. Of course, I'm at the age I get the higher dose flu shot, and then the RSV on top of that was not good. I will never do that again. I am just now starting to feel alert enough to come and do some crafting. So here I am back at it. I'm sure I'm going to go to bed early tonight. It's going to take me a little while to get over this, but I'm doing my best. So let me say before I begin that if you're new and this is your first time here, won't you consider subscribing? My channel features lots of tutorials and paper crafting ideas, and I would love to have you back. And for all my returning friends and subscribers, welcome back. You mean the world to me, and I appreciate your comments and support. So let's go ahead and look at the flowers. So I've made several different types, and we're going to play making these, and I use different types of centers. And I have to say, I like the foam balls cut in half. This is okay. It'll be great for the right project, but I really love this better. So I've cut my flowers out on white Georgia Pacific cardstock. It's not Georgia Pacific anymore. I forgot they changed their brand. It's this right here. It's called Pen Gear. So it's not Georgia Pacific. I gotta get used to calling it Pen Gear. And then I made some for the fall in these colors, which I used the mustard seed and carved pumpkin. And the other one is picked raspberry. So these flowers measure, when assembled, 1.5 inches. So that is the size of the large petal. And like I said, you can cut out 4 at a time. And then this is the medium flower. And this one measures about 1 3/8. And then this is the small petal. And this one measures about 7/8 of an inch. All right, so let's go ahead and make some flowers. They're very pretty. I mean, I really like that. That's almost like a star. It's snowflakey. Oh, I gotta take a drink. I got a tickle in my throat. All right, so I got some of the large. And I do 3 per flower. So let's go ahead and do a pink one. And what I have under here, this is an old Sizzix embossing pad. And I use it because it washes up nicely. You could take Dawn dishwashing liquid and a sponge, the Mr. Clean erase sponge, and this will clean off really nice. So let's do this one. We're gonna do this like, it's almost like a snowflake. It's so pretty. So to do that one, I do 3 large, 1 medium, and 2 of the small. And I only have to do the front side of the larger petals. But I do both sides of the smaller petals. All right, so we're going to start with the large, and all I do is like put a crease in the center. So I don't fold it so that little prong folds, it stays flat. So I just go like that and I leave it flat. Don't fold it all the way down, because you want to leave it flat so that you get the full effect of it when you have your flower together. And those are the 3. And then we're going to take the medium and do the same thing. Just fold it in the center and don't fold it all the way down so that the little prongs on the end of your flower remain flat. Okay, now we're down to the little ones. And I'm going to fold them as well. All right, almost got the second one done. Now we're going to take a little styrofoam ball, and you can get these at the Dollar Tree and at Hobby Lobby. We're going to cut this in half. And that's going to be the center of our flower. And I take hot glue and I put some in the middle of the biggest flower. And then put your second one on like that, so that each petal is in between each petal on the bottom, and then offset number 3 the same way. Then you're going to put the medium on top of that and offset it in between each petal. And sometimes I like to take my little stylus here and press it down so everything starts pulling up. And then I'm going to put the 2 little ones together. This particular flower would look beautiful on Christmas projects because I think this looks like a snowflake. And it also will look good on your autumn projects because it almost has the look of a mum as well. Really pretty flower. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling up the first layer of the small flower up close to that half ball, and then I'm going to lay this in the center of my flower, offsetting the little petals. And then just bring these up a little bit. I like them real fluffy. So pretty, right? And there we have one. And then you can go ahead and paint that if you want to with some glue and put some glitter on that. I haven't done that yet. I think I want them plain right now. So now we're going to do another one. We're going to do one more. And we're going to do 3 of the large. And I got 1 medium petal. And we're going to fold them again, just in the center. All right, and we're going to do a little bit of glue in the center. Lay 1 petal. Lay another. And then we're going to put this one in the center of that after we fold each petal. All right. And we'll offset the petals. And press it down. We're going to get that other half ball and we're going to place it in the center. Just like that. That gives it a little bit cleaner look, as you can see from this one. This one gives it a real spiky look, and this one's cleaner. So whichever way you want to do it. This looks like more like a snowflake to me. All right, so I'm going to show you how I do the orange and yellow ones. And maybe we'll try something a little different this time. We're always going to do 3 for the bottom. And I'm going to flip this over because I don't want to mix my yellow and orange with pink. So use your lightest color first. And this is mustard seed, of course. And because we're putting 2 colors, we don't have to be particular about covering the whole flower. All right, and then I'm going to take a medium one. We're going to try something. All right, so I have my stylus here. So we're going to just go 1 time down the middle and the back of each petal, and then we're going to turn it over and circular. And let's do it again. And one more time. Now this is just something I'm trying. It's sort of like a craft with me for making flowers. And you'll see the little bit different look that we get by doing it that way. I'm going to push down in the center. All right. Now I'm just going to play with this. I wonder what this would look like. I might have to do the back. If I pulled this one up. Oh, I would like it. All right, let's do that. Let's put some yellow. And some orange. All right, and we're going to do this again. And we're going to take our little foam ball. I'm going to cut it right in half. And we're going to place it in the center of this one. And I'm going to curl it up. And let's put it in the center here. See what this looks like. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's pretty. So there we have another different look. So you've got this look, and you've got this look. And then you've got this look. So let's make another one like this. I always like to have 2 or 3 of the same type of flower for my project. So I've got, again, 3. And we're going to start with the lightest color. All right, this is the medium. We're going to do the back of it because we're curling it up, you'll be able to see the back a little bit. So we want to make sure it's colored. Do you like making flowers? I know I do. I enjoy it. All right, stylus again. Mine is McGill. I've had this for a long time. And as you can see, it says 5mm right there. Just in case you're wondering. So we're going to go down the back of each one of these. Flip it over. Okay, and we're going to turn this on the back side and roll it up. And we're going to leave it rolled up. We're going to assemble these. I'll push that in the center. Then we're going to take the half ball we have left, and we're going to glue it in the center of this. And we'll pull up. Then we're going to put some glue in the center. And we're going to put this right in the middle. And here's that pretty flower again. Now I don't think I showed you we're going to do this one, which is the one that looks like a snowflake. This one right here. But I am going to use the larger foam on that. So let's do 3, and then it's 1 of the medium and 2 of the small. And you're going to want to flip over the small and do the backs. Then come in with your darker color if you're using 2 colors like I am here. And just have fun with your color placement. That's the fun of making flowers. Doesn't have to be perfect, because when they put together, they look so pretty. All right, we're going to start with the large, and we're going to do the folding on the process on this one. All right, that's the 3 large. This is the medium. We only have one of this. All right, and now we have the 2 small. And one more small one. And then we're going to assemble this flower. All right, we're going to take the 3 large and assemble them first. And the thing is, if you get hot glue on this pad, it also does wash off. That's why I use it so easy to have this. So we got the 3 large, and then we're going to put the medium. I like to take my stylus and push it down the center so that the petals will come up. All right, and we're going to get another foam ball and cut this one in half. And we're going to assemble the little petals. And then we're going to put the foam ball in the center. And then we're going to put that in the center of this. Okay, and we're going to press that in. And just lift up on the little petals all around. So you get some dimension in your flower. And it's so pretty. It is really pretty, and it's so pretty when it's shaded like that too. All right, so I've shown you several flowers to make in this little session. You'll be seeing these flowers in my projects coming up. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Remember to sprinkle kindness like confetti wherever you go. And until the next video, happy crafting. Bye-bye, everyone.